And she's just like, what the fuck?
Hello everybody, it's your man JoeMog2694, and I'm here with an episode of the RWBY Report that I didn't think I'd be making this week.
Bitch! This is Nachigoku, and this is the RWBY Report, and I sound different for two reasons. One, cameraman forgot the mic. Two, I have a cold, so my throat is shot. I shouldn't be talking this loud, but I'm gonna do it anyways because we don't have a mic and the camera's pretty far away from me. Anyways, this is the RWBY Report! I think I already said that.
Rooster Teeth, I'm proud of you for continuing to give us episodes instead of bogging us down with World of Remnants. This episode, for the first time in forever, has all four girls from the show!
Anyways, in this RWBY Report, we get all four, I almost said three. We start off this episode by going to...
The golden-headed dragon of Team RWBY, Yang finally gets some more screen time.
Yang looks sexy as fuck with a ponytail.
She's doing pretty well with her arm.
She's fighting her dad. She's training with her new arm.
She smacks him hard in his arm and he says it packs a punch.
And then she just like does this. And I was expecting her to just like go, ow. Yeah, maybe with her robot hand. That would have been even funnier. She just like, went, and she just went, ow, with her robot hand.
He then says that she's off balance, and Yang's like, it feels more natural than I thought it would. But he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about the fact that
she relies too much on her semblance to win. And he's like, well, a lot of people use their semblance to win. It's like, yeah, but most people's semblance is in a temper tantrum.
What if you miss? What if they're stronger than that? Then you're just weak and tired. And I'm like, good point.
So basically, this training is going to make her try not to utilize her semblance as much. So that's good. But then they start sparring again, and then Yang actually uses her brain, and she fights more strategically during this sparring section.
Then we cut to Weiss, who is trying to summon, and actually doing it.
And right when she's about to summon the knight, Whitley appears in her doorway.
And as she's practicing, Whitley comes into glow.
Oh, the motherfucker is adorable as ever.
He's a lot better than your pathetic ass.
He's just like, hello, sister. All like smug, like, haha, I'm the next heir and you aren't. Nanny nanny boo boo.
Oh, and Whitley, fuck you, okay? He tells her that he's gonna do her a favor, and I'm like, what? And he's like, Father's taking me down to town to meet some of his business partners. Do you want me to get you anything since you're stuck here? The long-legged fucker.
And so then she asks,
are you jealous? Is that it? Is that why you hate me? Are you jealous of my abilities?
No. Fighting is barbaric. To me. It's beneath people like me. It's why we have an army, even though it's run by a fool. What could one huntress possibly do? And I just wanted to shout at him, I don't know, take down the lunar entity? Clean the entire city of Yharnam? Sorry, wrong hunter and huntresses. Wink. Anyway, she pushes him out of her room, uses a glyph to slam the door on him, and then summons something so powerful it blows out the window in her room.
Miss Schnee, are you alright?
Klein rushes in saying, Miss Schnee, are you alright? And she's like, yes, I am. And standing before her is the armor. The suit of armor that she fought. It kneels to her as if saying, my queen. So yes, Weiss is good. And then she looks to Klein and she's like, I have a favor I need to ask of you.
I'm gonna need your help. Or I'm gonna need a favor. Three-way? Oh yeah, three-way. And then he just gives her this smirk like, oh yeah, we're gonna do some shit that's gonna make your dad pissed and I'm probably gonna get fired, but I don't care.
And he smiles and nods. Jailbreak time!
Anyways, next we go to where Blake is!
The one time I'm actually happy to see Blake because she's not being a brooding bitch.
Blake is still chasing the chick in the mask with Sun.
And they're chasing after who is obviously Widowmaker. I'm glad Widowmaker is working for another organization instead of just Talon now.
I don't know why they didn't try to split up to, like, corner her. But anyways, they finally catch her on a building. They start fighting, and we see that her weapon is very, I wouldn't say unique, but it's reminiscent of Weiss's weapon. I'd like to go back a little bit. I'm sorry. This happens a lot with me. I'd never noticed this on Weiss's weapon, but there is a trigger and a gun hammer on Weiss's dust revolver. I never noticed that, and I would have probably never noticed that if it wasn't for Ruby switching to being hand-drawn.
Sun and Blake are chasing this girl, and Blake's like, don't let her out of your sight. I'm like, oh, now you want his help. So they get her on a rooftop, and they corner her, and she has this really weird weapon. It's like a whip rapier gun.
Sun knocks half her mask off, makes her drop her scroll. Sun's using like 4 clones at once, which is exhausting him. We've only ever seen him really being able to keep his clone stabilized for like a few seconds, and he's only ever used 3. But he's keeping these things stable while they're doing an action.
You know, Blake just stops and stares, and he says the same thing we all think. Stop staring and grab it!
The scroll. She's able to get up because Sun's clones disappear. Shadow clone jutsu. So the rest of her mask breaks off, and we see little patches on her face and skin. She is a chameleon faunus, which Sun does not even understand is possible. So I don't remember her name. What is it? Elia. Got it. I came up with that and I forgot it. Her name is Elia. Blake knows her. Sun's like, what? How do you know her? She's not even a faunus. And so she uses her rapier like a goddamn chameleon tongue. What is with these people and having weapons that are reminiscent to the animal they are? Oh, my voice is starting to get a little shot, and I'm glad, because basically at the end, Sun gets pierced in the chest. Every fangirl and fanboy cried a little inside because he no longer has perfect abs. He'll always have a mark right there.
And I'm like, really? Sun doesn't look like a faunus. Scales, color-changing skin, whatever. Monkey Boy goes down. And Ilya points her gun at Blake and says, give it to me, talking about her scroll. And Blake's like, no. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. And what if she points the gun at Sun and says, give it to me or I kill him? Then what? Would you still not give it to him? Taking the intel over your friends? But no, the girl changes skin color like twice. And she's like, you shouldn't have come back. And then she runs. And now Sun is probably going down the Crow route because that gun probably had poison in it. He's got a big old blood stain in his jacket.
So then Blake runs over to him and starts crying, and she's like, oh no, not again. This can't be happening again. Luckily, we come to the most uninterested part. Actually, it's very interesting, but also not. Basically, everyone else is doing like a lot of action stuff, but RWBY is not. RWBY's carrying an old drunk... Oh. I'm sorry, I might be a little drunk. So RWBY and Jean are carrying Crow on a stretcher, while Nora and Lai Ren have their weapons ready just in case somebody tries to attack them. And then we find out that they don't have their map. Where did the map go? Damn it, Crow! I blame you for this because your semblance. Wait, Jean threw the map? No! He just threw them. Who throws a map? This ain't the Blair Witch. That means it's half Jean's fault, half Crow's fault. Because Crow's bad luck semblance, and Jean throwing the map.
And, Crow is losing it.
She's not coming. Tai.
So he's hallucinating at this point, probably warning his brother-in-law. Anyway, they come to a fork in the road. The way to Mistral is through mountains. The other way
goes to a place called Black Lesbian.
And Ren gets really pissed about it. He gets really pissed about going there because Ruby's like, they had to have had a hospital. Maybe even if it's gone, we can scavenge supplies from there. And Ren's like,
you're not going to find anything. We just have to press on.
So anyways, Nora comes up with not a good idea, but it's an idea. It's a bad idea, but I mean, it makes sense in bad ways, but still. They decide to split up.
Bad idea to split up. Really bad idea. But they don't really have a choice. And Ruby says, just take care of each other. And Nora's like, we always have. And I'm like, well, no shit. So then Ruby and Jean are walking along. Crow is barely coughing anymore. And you see Ruby make a footprint, then Jean make a footprint. And then it zooms out. And there's a giant ass what looks like a horseshoe footprint on the ground. So yeah. This week's RWBY was great because we got all 4 girls. And actually moving the plot forward instead of being Dragon Ball Z and spending 3 episodes on a single fight. So, probably next week a World of Remnant because, giving us great shit 3 weeks in a row there, Rooster Teeth. Please don't give us a World of Remnant, but I'm calling that you probably are gonna.
Anyways.
This has been your man, JoeMock2694. This is Lucille, and she says, subscribe.
Why would you threaten our subscribers?
Subscribe.
If you want to threaten our subscribers, at least be mean to them like this. I've been Nacho G, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna go chug a whole bathtub full of NyQuil. Bye!
See ya!
This has been the RWBY Report. I support team shipping. Bye! Fuck about my shirt. It's Batman, just like my hat. Focus. Focus. Wrong. Your job is to be an idiot. How do you get this wrong every week? The fuck, dude? I don't know. It's hard to be an idiot. I'm really fucking up my voice right now, sorry. How is it hard to be an idiot? Just don't know anything. I can strip. I need white balance. I'm the best whore out there. Anyways, guess what? It's snowing outside because it's winter. Wait, there's your white balance. Like the season. Not Whores Are Us. Wrong video. You made me lose my train of thought. But I skipped the most important thing about this episode. My eye itches. Ah! That hurt. Or my voice completely goes hoarse. The most important thing that Jomahawk forgot to mention. What the fuck? Vecchio is a desert. Mistral is not. Fucking stupid. I am. I'm not gonna say it. I just said that. It's the return of everyone's favorite character, Sway! Also Jomahawk. I love how you're flip-flopping back and forth. Because a few months ago, you hated Ironwood, and I watched your RWBY Report before doing mine, and this is all I'm going to comment about yours. How you're defending Ironwood now, even though you think he's an evil bastard or something. I would just like to know a tiny explanation in the next RWBY Report why you've switched from Ironwood is evil to Ironwood is a hero. I'm predicting that this is where NORA... No other thing. This is the only thing I want to comment about. Shut up, my favorite line from this episode. Tai Yang, she's not coming. Now, if you have a perverted mind, like some people I know, like somebody I know, you're going to take this in the wrong way. Tai Yang, you're going to have to work harder if you want her to come. I've been Nacho G, go fuck yourself. I'm going to go chug a whole bottle. I almost said a whole bathtub.